Well, good day, tubes. How's she hanging? Pretty good here. So, just gonna do a little update on the truck here. If you remember the other day, we filled up the coolant, which was actually down quite a bit after having that work done to it. And that's the second time, I think, now I've filled up the dealership. I took it out there and they filled it, and then I looked at it the other day and it was low, and so I filled it again. So we filled it up and we took it for a good drive that day. So we're gonna double check the level now. Now mind you, I am not parked on a very level surface here. It's actually leaning forward a little, quite a bit actually, so it might not give us a super accurate reading, but I'm curious to see what's going on. As of now, well, it's still up. We're right at that cold mark there, which is good, but we are, like I say, leaning forward a little bit, but it's not terrible that bad. Now, some of you said to look under the cap for something that was frothy or something. I think that cap looks pretty darn clean to me. So I don't know, I kind of thinking it's just found some areas in there that just didn't get quite filled, you know, because there's a radiator, there's, you know, all the hoses, there's you know, into the engine and the water pump and all that stuff, into the engine itself and the water jackets. I don't know if they actually drain out the engine, but when they did that work, but I don't know. I'm just gonna go grab some lunch and come back, and then we'll double check it again. So we'll say, well, you know, I could roll it maybe down the hill here, kind of thing. It's gonna be a pretty tricky thing to steer, but without starting it here, maybe we'll get it to the level surface down there. Okay, let's turn that off. Oh, seriously? There we go. Okay, emergency brake. Okay. Might have to throw you down here for a moment because I'm gonna probably need two hands. Okay, we'll just maybe go over here. That's really stiff. Holy shnikes. Emergency brakes works good though. Okay, let's double check the level again on a level surface here. And we'll see if everything's good, and then we'll do a nice grimy cold start freeze as well to see if we can hear any more hammering or ticking or banging. Or so, funny enough, it's actually down a little bit now from where it was when it was leaning forward. That's really weird. Maybe the tank itself is leaning backwards. So it is down a little bit. You know what? It might be weeping out of here now that I see this hose here. It's a little bit, it's not terrible bad, but I don't think it's leaking there anyways. But so we're just, it's kind of hard to show you, but we're just a little bit below the cold. So let's go for a ride. I'm gonna start it up here and just listen for any weird noises. Sounds like a fan belt kind of squealing a little bit, but it's not a major thing, really. A little bit of hammer in there, but you can hear that squeaking more than anything. That's kind of a new one. Actually, no, that's not true. That does that when it's damp out, and it's quite damp right now. So probably a bearing or something, I don't know. It's not hammering like it was though. So that's good. I don't hear that hammering at all now, so don't know what that was, but maybe it had a little air bubble in there or something that it was, you know, fighting with or something. Sounds alright. I hear the injectors ticking, and that's a good thing. The other day I was just browsing through Rock Auto. Rock Auto is a good website for car parts, pretty much anything. And I come across this reservoir tank. I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. Until I seen the price, I was thinking of maybe replacing that. But apparently this tank part and this whole bottom air box part is all part of that whole thing. So I'm like, it was like 200 or something. I'm like, oh, that's okay. No, just replacing it because it looks like crap. Where the other one's nice and white still, but that's the coolant that does that, I guess. So it might have come up a hair a little bit there, but not much. So, well, I don't hear any banging. Sounds pretty good actually. So I'll go for a little drive, grab some lunch, and then we'll double check her when we come back. I'm going for probably about a, maybe I'll go up for a sub up the road here to the subway, and it's about 15 minutes, so we'll be half an hour driving anyways, give or take. And yeah, so let's suit her up here, and we'll see what's gonna be happening when we get back. If it's lower again, or if it's higher, or if the heat does something weird to it, or what have you. But okay, so nobody's coming, that's good. And we'll just film to the light here, and then I'll drive up and everything, so should be good. And that should get her good and warm. Should be up to full operating temperature. And yeah, anyways, here we go. Alrighty, just arriving back. We'll go park and check our level at hot temperature, see where it went. Kind of hoping it went up a bit, but I don't know. We won't know until we have a look here. So because usually, with heat it expands, right? And it should be better. But funny enough, we actually gained, or the numbers went down to 13.7. I think we were about 14.4 or 5-ish when we left. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Why it did that, I don't know, but must have been lighter air maybe out there, where more helium in the air or something. I don't know. So we'll check this now, and then we're gonna let it cool for the afternoon kind of thing. So yeah, it is up. It is up quite a bit more. So we're about 3/8 of an inch over cold fill there. So interesting. We'll let her sit, because this will be all good and warm now. Let's just feel this hose get down there. It's funny, that rad hose is not even warm, so it's not even opened the thermostat. That one is. Wow, is that thing? Does that radiator seriously cool it that well? So this one's good and warm. That's the one I believe that goes into the water pump. Oh, sorry, into the water pump, and the thermostat and stuff is under there. I can't really get in there to feel a radiator. But then the bottom hose here is actually cold. That's interesting. And heater hoses look like they're coming off here. It's the one's warm and the other one's cold. So where do those things go? Kind of looks like they're going through some kind of, it's hard to get down there, all these big tubes. It's going down through some box or something. And then it's coming, one looks like it comes around behind the engine, and the other one comes back up. Up here somewhere, and then back. Yeah, so that one's warm. It was making good heat anyways in there. So warm. So that one's warmer and that one's cooler. So that's the in and that's the out. The out, I guess, would go back. Oh, bother, all these tubes. Goes down there somewhere. But anyways, just funny that this other rad hose is like cold, but I guess it's been driving and it's 1 degree out here today, so that's getting lots of cooling, so that's a good thing, I suppose. But anyways, just keep note of that level there, and we'll check her at the end of the day when I come back up. So leave that like that, and grab my lunch and go pig out. No, I didn't. I just get a regular sub. It's not real pig out method or kind of stuff, but yummy. Milk does a body good. Well, just before we fire up the truck here, I gotta load this guy up on the trailer here, take him back down. I need him for some digging tomorrow. So, grimy old cold start for you. And here's the key. And load the plugs. A few moments or so. Should be good. That almost sounded like putting the crank over nice. That would have been awesome. Do a test on the battery. Oh, maybe. All shaky and rattly and stuff. Alright, so we'll square it up to the trailer here. Like that. But stranger things have happened. We're good. Alright. Put it right to the front. Good. I'm gonna let it sit there and run for a minute. It sounded like that battery was maybe a little low. We should maybe give her a test. And maybe I'll go in the shed and get the tester for it. There's a little tester I'm gonna use there. Let's put this guy up. Oh, it's hard to put in. There we go. And I guess we'll shut her down there. Doesn't take much to shut her down. And try this guy out here. We'll have to figure out what milliamp the battery is and all that stuff. So this guy you just want to hook onto your negative, your positive, and what cold cranking amp is 332. Okay, so. Vehicle, I'm going to say before charge. Cold cranking amps, what was it, 332, so we got to go way down. Probably have to go to 330. I don't think it'll do 2. 330. So now we're testing. Probably should have tested this before we started it. Ooh, state of health is only 37. State of charge is 55. That's not good. It needs a new battery. Wow. Maybe I'll stick it on a good juicing charge down there at the garage, see if it's any better, but that's not good. Cranking test start engine. Continue here, I would think. That's not good. we'll do an after charging here just to see what it says on that too. You know, that seems like that battery's really low. Vehicle after charge, regular flooded. We'll crank 330, and that might have screwed it up a little bit, but I doubt a whole lot. Ooh, state of charge is 83, but state of health is 33. That's not very good. I guess I better be looking for a new battery for it. I'm not going to do that crank test again. But, wow, that's not so good. I don't know if I like that too much. It's going to be hard on that old alternator to juice that battery back up. Well, I think I know what's maybe going on here. The battery's a bit grimed up, as you can see inside there. It's got some scaly stuff, and looks like maybe way down even in those plates. That cell's not bad. That one's not too good though. That one's not bad. That one's not too good. So she might be junk. I don't know. We got her on a desalinization, I think they call it, thing right now. I can't see to this other one because of the clamps in the way. But anyways, that's not good. Well, it's doing something. I don't know if it's going to do anything though. If you know what I mean. It's doing desulfating, I think they call it. This cell's not doing much. Oh, that's interesting. I can't get the cell under this guy though. So, but anyways, definitely something happening. But the one on the end here, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So, very interesting. Maybe it'll save it. Oh man, what the hail? It's actually like not really hail. It's not really snow. It's like a sleet, I guess they call it. Kind of looks, I'll slow down now, it kind of looks like fertilizer, lawn fertilizer when it builds up at all. Holy crap. But anyways, I guess the day's done. We'll check this, even though it's probably not right down to its lowest temperature, but we're right down where we started again. I'm guessing that's pretty good then. We'll check her maybe in, I don't know, a few more weeks or whatever, or another month or something, see where it's sitting then. But maybe it's all right. I don't know. Maybe it's just slowly losing a little bit here and there. But I don't know. One of those weird things, you know. Sometimes coolant leaks will kind of block themselves up too. You know, I've had that happen before too, especially on the big tractor. There's a, I'll show you when we get it up here next time, there's a block heater that I put in, but it's in behind some lines and I can only get it in so tight it's tight, but it was enough that it was still weeping a little bit. Eventually it just kind of sealed itself up, so I guess we're good. Is there any pressure? No. Bit of water there, eh? It's interesting. Built up on the top there too. I don't know, I guess maybe we're fine. We'll just have to, like I say, keep checking on it for the next little while and see, make sure everything's good. But gosh, it needs a good wash, eh? Ugh. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. I'll let you know about that Mini X battery too. I don't know what's happening with it, but we're desalinating it down in the shed here. And hopefully it'll be all right. So we'll catch you all later. Thanks again for watching, and have yourselves a good day.